We had Monday Night Raw out of Dusseldorf, Germany today, and a lot happened. So in this video, we're going to get into some of the important storylines, some of the important things that happened, and talk about where we think they're going, what we think will come out of this, and where we are on the road to WrestleMania. This isn't a typical review video, so if that's what you're interested in, please go check out my 60-second review. Those are a lot of fun. They're very quick watch, and I guarantee that you'll like them. So let's get into this. Look, you're already here. Hit that subscribe button. We had a number one contenders women's tag team match after Shenanigans went in the ring. The show started off with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky cutting a promo. They were eventually interrupted by Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez, and the Kabuki Warriors. So those three went into a match to determine the number one contender for those women tag team championships at Saturday night's main event. That match was won by Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. So it'll be the Judgment Day versus Rio at Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks. I think it is. It's the Saturday before the Rumble. Fine, great. I don't hate this match. I think it was the right call to have them win it. They are the newest tag team to kind of become a tag team since Liv came back. I'm getting more and more afraid that the WWE is going further and further away from women's tag team TLC. That's what we want to see. I want to see all six, I think we said it was, tag teams go up against each other. After this whole thing happened, I was like, all right, now let's get Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Okay, now let's get Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. But they never came out. So, again, I'm afraid that they're kind of just ignoring that whole piece of it. I hope that's not the case. I hope that they're taking their time and going at it slowly. Maybe they get beaten. Maybe Rio gets beaten at Saturday night's main event by these two. And then that opens up the scene a lot more, kind of giving a bunch of different people more of a justification for this title, right? Like, part of Bayley's justification was that she beat Roxanne Perez a few weeks back. That was her justification for being number one contenders for this match. So I do think, like, I hope that WWE is just doing their typical slow, long-form storytelling, long-term storytelling. But shame on me for believing in them, because I'm getting scared that they're just forgetting about this whole thing. But in the immediate future, it's going to be Rio against the Judgment Day at Saturday night's main event. Great. I don't know if this will reopen that feud between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, but this match doesn't have anything to hate about it. All four of these women can go, and it's going to be a fun match regardless. So I'll take it. Skipping forward, we also saw a match between Penta and Dragon Lee versus the Visions, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. The match was fine. It was a lot of fun. It ended in a disqualification because Braun Breaker ran down the ramp and just speared the hell out of Dragon Lee. Like, just broke the dude in half. It was a crazy spear. It was similar to that Carlito spear, although it didn't look as bad, but it was close. It was close for sure. Meanwhile, in the ring, Penta got tsunami'd by Bronson Reed. So the whole thread with the Vision tonight was he didn't show up, or Braun Breaker didn't show up at the Vision. So it was like, oh, is he going to be here? Is he not? Adam Pearce even ran into Paul Heyman later that night and was like, whenever Braun gets here, make sure he knows that I'm not in the mood for his crap today. Send him home. Tell him he shouldn't be here. Just tell him to get out of here. So, of course, Braun Breaker showed up. He speared Dragon Lee, like I said, and then eventually Adam Pearce came down the ramp and he started poking him at his chest, and he's like, get the hell out of here. I don't need your crap today. He's like, I don't need your bullshit, you could hear him saying. So then eventually Braun Breaker gets mad. He throws Adam Pearce at the turnbuckle. He's about to spear him as well. Paul Heyman and the Vision is holding Braun Breaker back. They eventually head up the ramp. Adam Pearce is like, you're suspended. You've hit an official. You're suspended. Paul Heyman's like, look, dude, as far as I'm concerned, you put your hands on Braun Breaker first. So very interesting storyline. I don't know where this is headed. I feel like they're trying to tell the story of Division just having unchecked power, right? They can't be touched by anyone. They can't be touched by management. Paul Heyman is a hell of an advocate, and as long as he's there, right, no one can touch Division. So interesting. I do think that Braun Breaker, now more than ever, I believe that he's going to win either the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber. This is just kind of a feud to hold them over. I think he's going to continue feuding with these guys. We're going to get Rey Mysterio in there, and maybe Javon Evans after what happened tonight also. So yeah, Javon Evans also, he had a nothing match with one of the Americanos. I think it was Bravo, one of them. I don't know, and I don't care. But Javon Evans is so good, man. I love this dude. He's so charismatic. He's so likable. Every time I see him on my screen, I smile. There isn't a single match I've seen of his where I don't go, oh, because he's that damn talented, right? So he has his match with one of the Americanos. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care. It's a nothing match. But then later that night, he runs into Dragon Lee and Penta in the back as they're being watched by the doctors, as they're being seen by the doctors, getting taped up, whatever it may be, after this whole beat down by the Vision. He's like, are you guys good? Hey, I got your back if you need anything. Are you guys good? Like, obviously they're not good. They're being seen by the doctors. But I think whether for good or for bad, this means that Javon Evans is now going to be a part of this whole Vision vortex. The one good thing about this whole thing, because I don't like him getting involved with the Vision already, because it's a weird place to be where once you're in, you can't get out. But the one thing out of this whole thing that I'm like, hell yeah, that makes me excited, is that he's potentially teaming up with Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. The four of those dudes in a match together, in a team together, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want to see that. That match is going to be like 20 seconds long and 40,000 moves are going to be done. Because all these dudes are just so fast and so fun in the ring. So I think that we're going to see a 4-on-4 match between those four dudes and the Vision. That'll probably hold Braun Breaker down for a bit. Kind of give him a storyline until we get to, I'm thinking Elimination Chamber for him. So until we get to the Chamber and he wins that, I think that this is a feud just to hold him over until then. Which I like, because I'm really tired of heels losing clean like Braun Breaker did and just coming back around the following week, attacking the champion again, and then getting another title shot. So I like that that's not the route that WWE went here. He went down the route of just, he's pissed and he's hurting everybody and he's going to attack everyone. And he's here to collect heads, collect names, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's here to collect bodies. He is just beating up whoever's in his way. So I like that part of it. But I do think that you can't stop this dude from becoming a champion. So it'll happen at Mania. I'm more convinced of that now more than ever. Speaking of CM Punk and the world title, he's having a match against Finn Balor in Ireland next week on Raw. Now, I like it. I like the promo that both of these dudes cut because both of these dudes can talk. They're both great on the mic. So I love that they kind of had a face-to-face promo off. I don't know, going after each other with the mics. I think that was a lot of fun. I like it because the way Finn Balor came out, right, after being ridiculed by Liv Morgan earlier tonight, kind of being told, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you said you were going to take the Judgment Day to the next level, and you haven't done anything. Then, while CM Punk comes out to cut a promo, he gets interrupted by Finn Balor. Finn Balor's like, hey, a few months back when you won this championship, you mentioned my name. You said, these are the people I want to face. These are the people I respect. And you mentioned my name. CM Punk's like, yeah, I did mention your name, but where the hell have you been, dude? I've been out here taking on challengers. I've been out here fighting for my life to keep this title. And you've just been in the back doing absolutely nothing. Like, welcome to the conversation, dude. Which, yeah, I like that they called that whole thing out of it. Now, do I think that Finn Balor is going to walk away after next week's Monday Night Raw as WWE World Champion? No. There isn't a single neuron in my body that believes that Finn Balor's winning that match. However, considering how much WWE has shifted titles over the last few weeks, considering that Cody Rhodes just lost the big one last week against Drew McIntyre. No one thought that would happen except me. Check out that preview. I definitely said that would happen, and exactly how I said it is how it happened. But because of all that, so you're telling me there's a chance, right? Like, yeah, no. Is it feasible? Is it something that I'm willing to bet on? No. But there is that 0.000000001% doubt in the back of my mind that says maybe Finn wins. We'll see. Before we get to the main event, also, sorry guys, my mic died, so this might sound a little bit different at this point, but before we get to the main event, we're also getting Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch again in Belfast, Ireland next week. Becky mentioned AJ Lee in her video promo for this match, so I think that AJ Lee somehow gets involved. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, it's a coin flip. Does Becky Lynch retain her title? I'm flipping a coin. Yes, she retains her title against Maxine Dupree. Who knows at this point? Also, Raquel Rodriguez beat up Stephanie Vaquer again. I really want them to put this title on Raquel. I don't know if WWE is willing to do that. I don't know if they have the guts to do that, but I think the time is now. Let's just do it. And apparently, Otis and Tozawa are challenging the Usos for a title match. I don't know when that'll happen. I don't think they'll win. Maybe. Who knows? So many title changes in the last few weeks. Who the hell knows? The main event was Gunther against AJ Styles. Gunther won by fake tapping out to AJ Styles during a calf crusher, right? So he tapped on AJ's back, so AJ thought that Gunther tapped, let go of the hold, but the ref never saw it, so it wasn't an official tap, it wasn't an official win. While the ref was kind of talking to the timekeepers area, being like, oh no, the match is going to continue, Gunther low blows AJ Styles and power bombs him 1, 2, 3. Gunther's the winner. I think this was a really fun match. Well, it was a really fun match, but it was a really fun way to have Gunther win. Smart heel tactics, but definitely still heel tactics. They mentioned during tonight's show that since joining the main roster, Gunther, his record is 63-3, with those 3 losses all being times he lost the championship. So twice that he lost the world championship, once that he lost the IC title. So 63-3, now 64-3 since joining the main roster. That is wild. That's wild, and I love that they're keeping track of this. Kind of feels like Goldberg's streak without it being a streak, right? Just kind of building this monster up more and more and more and more. I like the way this ended, like I said, because it was fun heelish tactics, but also because I don't think that this feud ends here. I think that Gunther, I know I said in my last video that I didn't think Gunther would be the one retiring AJ Styles at this point, that this was the match to kind of take the place of that without it being that. But no, I think that Gunther retires AJ Styles. I think that whether they run it back immediately or this is just something that AJ Styles keeps coming back to after having several matches, I think that his career ends again getting pinned by Gunther, getting tapped out by Gunther. This is just kind of a way to keep that thorn on AJ Styles' side, to not be satisfied with the way this match ended, and maybe at the end of his career be like, that's the one I want back. So we'll see. I like it. And I like Gunther being the one that just collects everyone's retirement. I want him to get some sort of memorabilia to represent each person who's retired, right? Whether it's a ring. I know he has that John Cena shirt, fine, whatever. But I want him to get something like, maybe like put him on a chain. I don't know. Something stupid. Maybe keep adding him to a t-shirt to just collect every single person who's retired. So far, it would be Goldberg and it'll be John Cena. We'll add AJ Styles. We'll add Brock Lesnar probably. We'll add Randy Orton eventually. We'll add Chris Jericho once he comes back, right? And just keep adding them. I want them to go that route just to like collect trophies from these people. But I like it. Gunther is a big bad heel and he just keeps getting bigger and badder. And this was also fun because people keep being like, you tapped out, you tapped out. So now they can keep cheering that. It doesn't matter. Gunther's one of a kind, and I absolutely love this character. I absolutely love where they're going with this. I'm all in. So there you have it. That's everywhere I think that this Monday Night Raw is going. That's everything thing that I feel like WWE is going somewhere. Man, it's starting to feel like the road to WrestleMania. There's this really stupid commercial by Triple H about people pitching him ideas. It was dumb. It doesn't matter. But at the end of it, he's like, yep, it feels like the road to WrestleMania. But the shows since 2026 started, right? These 4 shows now this year have been absolutely amazing. And yeah, it feels like WrestleMania season. Can't wait for the Rumble. Saturday night's main event is going to have some okay matches for sure. We're going to have that number 1 contender match. And then now we're going to have, I don't know, I forgot what match we talked about here. Oh, that tag team title match. So there's going to be a lot of fun matches in that. That's going to take place of the singles matches that we should get at a PLE. And then the Royal Rumble. I'm so excited for this. I don't know. There's so many people that could win it. Like I said, Braun Breaker definitely is one on my list. I think maybe Randy Orton is also another one that could win it. We have Obafemi coming in. There was a great video package for Obafemi today. Like, this dude's absolutely amazing. When he comes, I don't know. They're pitching him like this monster, and he is. I don't know how they keep him away from the main title picture, right? So anyway, since you made it this far, though, make sure to drop a like. Sorry about the audio there towards the end. Like I said, my mic died, but thank you so much for staying on and watching the rest of this video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to go check out some of my other videos. There's a lot of really fun videos. Go check out that 60-second review I mentioned. Those are a lot of fun, and a lot of people really like them. So I really appreciate you watching. And as always, drop a like, but also have a nice day.